platform we so negative na abusia na no Obiri Boahen lawyer osanso historian na former deputy general secretary edema NPP amanyuko no na wa react mandika ka cho se na no Obiri Boahen obi a sebi growing up na me respect no because of the one who see any politics but let me say ya wonyina nka sebi onim se oben the nature no as an enema waye anyhow he behaves you know, it is becoming awkward. Common simple analysis truth or the be one on kind of correct because of say oposebo nyame president abusia wa reacted to 2026 budget ayera nano at force equal ready or parliament na abusia for anya no nko NPP for prosy voting no eno nso wakanse bi e dia fa hom and the other related matters are a politics. In fact wakanse bebre na bi aya na wonim se me de me simplify niema me simplify no do say wa but ensem a waka ehia wom no e na me de beba besom mo e we ye platform wi so ti mesro se wo bagimbre na ena akoye weekend die wape ba bibia tena na wape nse bia se poni kakra na waye de watie de ekoso because na no Obiri Boahen sometimes no aya na ono ankasa bodondo na wasa yenti nse modi tu be na yakoba ibeto aso meso se obe like na wa share na wa subscribe to the channel no na foforo anyi bia hwe hanom eya number one authentic platform negative yenti nse ni bi yakoba ibeto aso ediamo
26 na ka be 2 weeks amaya be na du Boahen kotema na du Boahen ko ka se o yesi binum nam na o mo achiche sika ebirim so nam na o amanfo se sa eno na ma du Boahen lusu 90 na du Boahen was support that statement atema du Boahen ko kai I think it was Friday the Saturday na yet about Friday Saturday we did the following Saturday 1996 na ma du Boahen ko lusu ye NPP for no mu dili a sebi nya onem nkura ne dili certain am guys say delegate system no enye edu ba bia wo mtoto yi na se nka MPP aye one man one vote one man paid up one voter in 2020 abaya de NDC timu twa MPP say ya one man one vote bia register afimu nu nyina to 20 cedis afimu nu nyina to 20 ukuta card wote akura hefa obatubi wote hefa obatubi ubenya almost getting to you because abenya be 1 million or 2 million delegates. Okay, so please, from what today, yes, I am MPP Bekawu. Maybe MPP Bejana National, maybe a winning hot, Namish Obiri Boahen mini hot. But me can't say Yanko Munyam say MPP Befan into my perfra. Yamubinum, Yana Manuhuna at 2 years again, and so Yam Papa, and yet Jimmy, Jimmy, and Yakwasiana. Na brabo wo ko ni nyina na usua bibi frim na hu wa wonfom so ene ne na asa wo ye ene ne wanye baby wo ha ne beto ye no Nyankopon hyehyeye. So please from Pambwatene wo nyankwara no bi na wo ye panyini wo party no wo ye panyini wo party no please stop that, stop tagging and attacking Baumia
unu aketua Feresofosuku achi say we should be strategic and go for
don't waste your time talking about these boys with due respect. With due respect. About the same and Kevin Teller to US or your campaign my MPP presidential aspirant me. About the same and Feresofosuku or your campaign my MPP aspirant me. About the same. About the same. Yes, mercy. Ofosuku or no your campaign my MPP aspirant me. Kevin Teller your campaign ma the same aspirant. I'm going to the social media. Ya titinum nyina nya campaign ma that particular candidate. Ya titi go to TV3. Check TV3. Check Captain Smart no mo ho. Wa mo nyina e ba no say na na de ya da sorry ya. Baba ni ya kwa bobo ba kire say. Mo makoto na go. Na mo ko peni pa foforo ma na medago
ko fa wonana
ko fa wonana so nana de krankatim abane se na ye kwa u ka kire se wo ma Frankie de Young emobi uma omo emobi Ebani Saina, Yakobo Bola Liverpool, Ukacha Samo Magbapo Mobi, Masala Mobi, Ebani say, what in penny semla? Madame, my deal. No me bompa yes, Remian coupon, no make can send me coupon time no so. Because though, won't me Mununia Ecoso, and you know, it tells you the disappointment Ghana for Bebrenya with the NDC party. Let me be frank and honest. Yatu abawi abeka sa NDC when me ya Ghana ni anameboa. Nkwani yeda ejabia nyabi sanom anamboa. Baye mamani konanimu a se ebeboa ye nyina. Meboa. So me no menya that inward looking politician na si o de bi ebrade ye nyam NDC ebrade me o hwa me lifestyle amentesa. We are very progressive. Now, and this about ha. First 2-3 weeks of home because Mahama jam. Because no cancer hell issue no.
Yeah.
Nam cancer Mahama. Why are there? Because this decision and anaku for donne Buhari num fire no water. Them ne woman nyagene. Eti Mahama me say yes. He says you are a statesman. Mahama jam. Me betra kai NDC for binum but to Mahama jam Obiri Boahen de wa ko NDC me doesn't matter me ko NDC the policies be obey na ya me ka say kakran afedie 2025 budget taba 2026 budget taba ora di ekodi nyina anie. I am hugely disappointed in the President Mahama and his NDC. Why? Look, take the case of Mamema issue be a way for them. Every another part of the
lithium agreement.
Lithium agreement. You know, NPP turn on so my mom 10%. Me better I say no. Yes, it's Sri
Ghana for.
Yes, it's Sri Equia for. Yes, it's Sri Nkurase for. Maybe for Kurase. Into agreement. Make a way as some Satana make a new month to swat some debia.
I remember.
Now MPP focus about my 10%. And this went there, Omoya campaign. And I'm told on authority say Professor Jampo in alcohol.
Yeah.
And now I'm say 5%.
And this now can say MPP any pabonefo
5%.
Na 10% ye kojinishana.
5%. 5%. And you know, you get somebody to be talking, say, black and white, we are all equal. Africa, Kachia, America, oh yeah, Babua. No, you see, it's a question of say, no crackira, because who go catch a woman 10%. Say, and yet, Uba Abekurano, what quay 5%? Yakoyana, say you buy it. Yakoyana, say you buy it. I mean, Sanima Bibi. What I'm saying? I just come for na yi kwano to Chebi or you to actually.
Yeah.
And someone or the two actually. Nkoko or the two actually. Shaja kunko for power 20627. Obi me yi kwano to mfichire biu. The next corner be to mfichire to the best of my knowledge. Aye Professor Malta be biu goso. No you to mfichire. From Ajakunko 4 time abesi na mu so obi ayi kwana to mfichiri. Now akufo do baye na oyense obeye say obeyi konongo ato mfichiri. Anyinam enyirisi. It was a very brilliant idea. Even though na che bet ya befa na sa. So enka President Mahama baye. Enka I mean look, any forward looking leader, any progressive leader also person who sika no contract na hwehwem but my ento mponu anya ya ka kire company so na Kofi Job na ye konongo domase de no fama no ye sika no aka ne ye ntua fa sika tua ye shiuto butu link with contractor na owo anyinam no ene enyiresi no apedwajan oni ben link ye nyina ye no montenase wo kwa we tua sika ne sia electronic ubia behu ka we ye ba o tua sika ne sia bia behu mu wi a that day no anase na otwe mache tobu tobacco ha tobu tobacco ha mfa abane sika mfa nkoye. These were some of the measures and I'm expecting President Mahama. Sir, chese ni meti ha bia American social media kanu MPP for na mfa no. President Mahama so amfa. Ne ye koya na ye bai. Money 2025 mampanyini ma wo ba ye bai mo se ye be siti afi mpem aduasa
30,000.
Mpem aduasa ni twi no. Tiafi mpem aduasa anka tiafi asem no kra no e municipal and district assemblies na discuss it. You don't capture this in a national budget. It is only cheap African leaders who support, facilitate, encourage these things. No motivation budget, national budget. TFE, yane. Other African leaders more fossa. Other African leaders more fossa. Oko sunyana stop be a friend of for China betie. Yes, sunyane stop be a friend of Look, if you read a lot, if you read wide, you see that look, a lot of African leaders, the only Africa you have these leaders.
30,000
yane. 30,000 Janambia. I capture our national budget. Uradi nyankopo no. And the assembly being biba planet TFE. Now assembly no cry planet TFE because nano private person suit TFE. Tiano. When we see we characteristics of politics in Africa. MPP sika wiya kronobo NDC sika die kronobo. So the other Ghanaian no why no Osuma no eti da bia memenda kwasieda dama ya wakati wonya katua wosoro. But because we have weak and bad leaders ne ya brei society si bi ohano ma wo kosuku wi adwuma bu utifia yebetua woka and then go to Estonia. Digitization, the whole Estonia. You have the gold, you have the diamond, you have the bauxite, you have this. Bad leadership, low cost leadership. Won't go any. Yawa katia mo mpaye na yankanche nyankopon na onkan yempan fu akoma. O kanche nyankopon na onpan fu akoma. Na mo asofo no kura mo gina bebre no mo kura bo nyampaibo. No nyampaibo because when they met President Mahama na anu anoka LGBTQ. What is your bitim kachira ni say President ye pese yensusu ye bi sa cathedral na asem no fama yen churches ne yen fa yesika ne yensi. What is your bi this suggestion by? But at the end of the meeting, Obianya envelope. At the end of the meeting, Obianya envelope. I mean, how? Where are we drifting? Ya come and say, ya cratch Freddy and Shamo, Babenko Sukuda Bedi and Shamo. Can you think, sir, in Asia, in 1982-83, the leader in Malaysia at that time, Bagana, Okokwae, Kade, Ntemwamko Fabe, Edekoe, and Malaysia produce a bear thing to be yoyo at the Adjunior Kotar. When leaders in 1982-83, when you came here in 1964, the experience they had. Obishu Diana no yi akukon kete. Abba, president. Akukon kete. Akukon, the whole president was say akukon kete. So please, I've given up. And like I said last week, Ghana is sick. Africa is sick. Ghana is sick. Africa is sick.
Malaria now cholera.
Let's go back to the budget. Sanitary part, 200 million.
Yeah, I think 220 or so.
And they are not making provisions. Say, you're the best for teacher for, you're the best for doctors, you're the best for nurses. Benye. I can't for Benye. Muraba for Benye. Na what na party abaya bi wonnim me be fra me Porsche wobiri se no ya no he wobiri ya bua no nde medu watampa be fra me Porsche abaya bi di atam no ene kohwe ye se NDC fire settle no where are we drifting? President Mahama, if you are a visionary leader, hwe number of men ne maya be pe adwuma wo soja mu na hwe ko police mu yawu I have written of if with this type of leaders you have Cameroon Pobi anom ne Museveni num ne ayi no ma Africa din. Look at what is happening in Uganda. Bobby Wine a campaign Uganda. Bobby Wine a campaign. Now police for cross kwai. Atu na Africa leader bi ankasa ye. Libya ni esi ye what is President Mahama no makasa. In fact it is only in Tanzania. And a Poko Gami say kunipa why the moja kawansa say now what to abana now say one when it was Pokagami in Rwanda on a complaint about Tanzania. In Tanzania today, the deputy minister for health and a president Noba. You know, the deputy minister for education, a president Obaneba. And the minister for health, a president Nebaba Yanukun. In Tanzania, President Obano, Nebaba Kuruna minister for health. Now Nebaba deputy minister for education. Family and friends. It is not only NPP, you have the family and friends. In NDC, you have the family and friends. In Tanzania, family and friends. In Cameroon, family and friends. In Djibouti, family and friends. In Chad, is family and friends. In Nigeria, is family and friends. Yakoya nase by. Yakoya nase by. So the one is the people say sorry. Yakonkramudani. Because it's not adjunin so. President order kete. You understand?
And the debates.
And the debate, Donald Trump is coming to America. Is coming to Nigeria. Look, Donald Trump has some more kind. Bonebe na Donald Trump can. But Donald Trump dina Obano Ghana ni bia wutie mi bia moma ye na okateche free fast. Oh ba, unu ntia me kasa. There was a symposium in America. And Okatachi Afrifa was invited as one of the speakers.
Yeah.
And he made a nice presentation. Okatachi Afrifa CPU for no, ayina omoye no. Eno na, wamo fire, wamo diako, ene abedrusi no. So all over the world, Donald Trump say wabo ba Nigeria. Wama wamushe mukena, eyo Okatachi Afrifa. The ability tragada as Okatachi Afrifa na ni viewers yesay. Oh, America, he made a presentation, a solid presentation. Yeah. And on a resolution they passed, and on the Koya and so Okatachi for all over the world.
Yeah.
Now, all over, I immediately say, what him some who be kura ekoso. Some Nigerian scholars say, Adenti, and other military troops, Eba. Nigeria. But do you know, sir? And memoranda. Nano yawoden. Nigeria is sending 200 troops to Gambia.
Nigeria.
Or the soldier for hen or the bear call Gambia. Now the soldier for hen ko Gambia. Ko she se Gambia asunje baho. Now so be the military troops. Every US ba. You know why some Akrachi for no politician opposition? Because they benefit from the situation. They belong to arms. No more the ama Boko Haram ne aswap for. You understand? Ebinim so omo kidnap poa. Sikano bede be ransom no. Ebinim aye omo ho bad negotiators. So yes, I did then when I was journey. And ironically, there's a priest. I think Roman Catholic priest be Benin State. Also, one of the antis Roman Sofumuya pa. Roman Sofumuya, Benin State is opposing this. Shenano brigadier ya wamo execute a whole brigadier. Now wamo ko ane aswa fona kwa koshia ye ntokwa wamo ya no mtutu bo ne nan. No koshe kwa yem ho. No Sunday messages, and the whole army brigadier was executed by the ASWAP. He was executed in 2016. ABC sir. Sankapa say emphasize a money to say nyansa money memfa nyansa money. I want to say kafrache Nigeria for mutiemia enya say medidi matem. But me fa say money bi to say UK, Holland, Belgium na ya chi wo mu nipa bi na ya execute no a. Enkada no the whole yin wo mu de mo soja for beba. The man was executed. ABC 20. That was at the time when we conducted 25 schoolgirls. So what is that 25 schoolgirls?
Yeah.
One execute adopted woman in 2015. The Chibu girls, no. So say from 2015 till today, a more 82 young baby abewo. No, the African politician is not bothered. She can do, she can read. Chrono Benyambo, Chrono Benyan NPP time better back up to Elupri NDC Fonsema Bekanye. Look at the press conferences and the press conferences. And NDC 14 Kasa Yekoto presidential jet see.
Presidential jet 2, 4 choppers at 1.1 billion US dollars. 1.1 billion.
NDC. There's some pan and one country. So Ghana is sick, Africa is sick. Because man one them people focus about to play. Abeka say here, me kram can be mlen here. Yakwanin.
And then one can say Yakeko, they gave reasons why there was a Siano. You bet me use for the next 10 years or so. And one day and
Abaina with President Mahama. And I just say ye koto Elupri. Hey, bibi many time yana say me ya yare ana me ya bodama na satasi bi ya jemi ana say what is happening? In Cranford no cause namu na aba. Yeah, in Cranford mini namu na aba. No, you can't make head and tail of these things. You cannot. As a bema bia bia wako ura ba bia wo kunu na unim sha ba no wo kunu. Wako ura ni dani ba becho. And then they say talking about this. Police officer ko atim justifying it. Okuja to blakwa same jamfi. Ba kunu kura ni go pra na nse maintain kan bio. So bossy. It's common sense interview no common sense. And notice okasa. So my confidence and trust in Yankupo Muse, Yankupo NPP. Menye nisa.
Say,
when someone this for no kaye, abeba ye na minim se o betoto niema yi a. Ye nyine be nya ho mfaso. Hwe ba bia yedu. Hwe ba bia nenam. Afikura maye. And there is no sign say niema be koyi. Ene yenru babia wonhu hwe wonte hwe wonkɔ hwe wonfa hwe mu na ye say
maybe they are using the first year as a preparatory year and then they will switch to the second year next year.
If you follow politics all over the world, obi obaya ade no the first 1 2 no oyade or kwa wi ya na yes. That explains why since 1992 till today, Abani bi obenwene wo Ghana biya no. The first 4 years votes no nya no, NDC no nya no. The next 4 years no, onya votes no sa. All over the world, including the United States of America. But NDC dia ayen temdodo. NDC dia I'm worried because if anything at all, not just because be a me MPP no. Me, I'm worried because I'm a Ghanaian. I'm worried say NDC yamani ye ya. Ye nyina ye benya ho mfaso. Train me hwe keteke budget nim sika o mu vote for keteke no. Entimi nya ba 3 kilometers. Sika be dey share budget for keteke train. So from Anwiaso aba bedru Takura de no. Kwano swa no bebefa from Kumasi to Nkrano. Why gonna say keteke 2025 or 2026 keteke ba mo befa no tunda. eti alupre no na yebefa na ne bo nso na ebekosoro. I mean, is that how to run countries, African leaders? Messing up. Take Benin. So Benin aya amendment constitution 5 years or the cost 7. Ubeko 2 terms 14 years. Aden Africa abi before the patuntum nyankopone wo himfo tie sufre ye bre Benin, a very quiet country nene. When last week niaba were year free 5 years or the cost 7 Obeko 2 terms 14 years. When even in America and so many places, you know, wakwa 8 no. Benin. Enti Benin so abeka ho. Enti Benin so ebeye a society be ready for a coup d'etat. Ye wo huni ye wo fa wa bibrim ha. Hwe ne ekoso Uganda. Na as for Equatorial Guinea de ehia se meka ho asem. As for Chad ehia Djibouti because just say tell me kire me baako abibrim baako say hadie possibly you be Rwanda and Burkina Faso. Possibly. I stand to be educated. Me nka se maji be nyina baatum de. South of the Sahara de. Then Botswana and Namibia. You go to South Africa, you lost Malema, Obertram can say, can say, no, one of the Palestinians, Abba South Africa, a passport to crown visa crano munibi. Passport to visa crano munibi, the woman by South Africa. Say, Yantaki Israel for whom Israel need be attacking. And Africa character never can say. We're a politician. We're a leader of a political party in South Africa. Now, brother, then be near him. Now, the question Pratt one was obey Pan African. I want it. Why did you go Pratt be you be one kind and say? Now, no, ya wada Ukiada. Share countries no ben or more representatives. No, we yada. A man for your investment forum. A man for ba. Na no kuja to black wakoshia akata. Kata Amansuri. Only what Amansuri? Kata. One of the richest in the world. Nan investments in here. Onona ayiyane diano. Man City.
Yeah.
Okuja to kochiano no. Mika ne mro okuja to waya de. Me de wan say me politics. Very clean. The fact that Okuta taught me that ya can't koshia Amansu crap. Why are dear? I don't remember the last time I met you say Ghana, your foreign minister be a team koshia shaky bisa a discussion of them. Minty bisa a biasia minty. But I could get to you and why are dear? Amansu Castle Baba invested Ghana railway sector obey training na build, operate and transfer obey to me. So let's congratulate Okujeto Blakwa. Say to me that you can't it me. This is what we expect from Ghana's high commissioners and ambassadors outside. You do continent Saudi Arabia, you do continent Switzerland, you do continent Germany, you do continent now investors in Asia, now Ghana for crown Asia, now we know Saudi investors in Baba. You do continent for that. And look at the amount of money I are spending on ambassadors and high commissioners. Tokon, why are they? We will salute it.
Why are they?
You know, I see, tell me, start to your ending, and I am member crowd been castle, own castle, and yashi. But Tokono, I concordane Amma, and so, why are they? William Shakespeare, I will fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked. Macbeth. Toko no say I'll fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked. Toko no who say we do soon if you read Shakespeare. Now sign a chia enye me kuma komanu. Yes, we are say woman kai kwasi prata say okay.
On afenyo marking.
Ka kwasi prata ho. Enti okasa anti okofia ne yere ne man ne nua ne namfam no. Aya asem be ne be ka kire no. Asem pawo ohene ba ha me betena hai. Some cancer. And I also read
a wonderful piece, Richard, the last guy.
Yeah, I also
responded to.
No, but do you need a chameleon politician like Kwesi Pratt? Say Richard Sky, my Canadian. Say Macbeth no kind, and I don't think Macbeth didn't know that. And so the book no, and I know the book no Wamonto or the Chiche. Now no me Pan African, you know, or the Chiche, or the Chiche. I am not insulting him, but I'm being said. Obia Kwajana walk too extensively from Macbeth. New name ya no chere. Or I just say, look, Macbeth no has kill sleep, and Macbeth shall sleep no more. So I don't better say, hey, what can you bang? Hey, what can you bang? Hey, no, what could you benny? And even with Macbeth and Lady Macbeth and Duncan. How Duncan was murdered, and then the subsequent day. Macbeth said, look, if one catch it and say, no man born of a woman, bet make Macbeth. Now the Shadian said, Macbeth and Macduff, you know. Now Macbeth is you, we are money. Chia wo, me better. Obia or Bow no to you. I say, me dear, me bang you. Some me and Caesarean Beth. What I say? Or me and Caesarean Beth no more Macduff. Etiba won through the natural process. Honor Macbeth who say, yeah, by phone bed in Shamo. Kwesi Pratt, what? Look, let me not talk about Kwesi Pratt. Mamin call me now can home. I think Tokun. Ababuaya, Mamin can talk on me. Kwesi Pratt has some Mamin Fantokra. Ebeye Sabisabu, and Mguasia Mamkora.
So,
no waste enough time on this Kwesi Pratt.
Deputy AG Israel quickly came.
Also, you see
that
also
Toko News
NDC twin transfers lawyer ni Toko no case yetwam Ghana de no de wan kan a deputy attorney general legally, morally, politically, ethically. Morally it was wrong, legally unacceptable, ethically unacceptable, or ethically reprehensible. Morally, legally, ethically. Kese. Oh, talk on a case you are Ghana so say yadiano. Dabi no opposed to or no
yeah.
Na two then nursery for bloggers no. I call them dead nursery bloggers because the decision now ECOWAS court no can say they have jurisdiction. Okay, jurisdiction on TSU. They were two okay, the jurisdiction at TSU. Oh TSU. Oh, bet I talk on the case. Come on, 2025. Huh? Select your team for our Yaman Metonomo. Zamran Baton Baby. So select your do on quarter, a honna. Nkanipa Bebri, because 7 Tobe. No, a whole deputy attorney general. Talk on the HM. Still a jurisdiction is also DNA. He's the deputy attorney general. Mana your friend Ghana, no, your lawyer, no, on it to me. Go for Chosa, or see if gold rust, what will I do? If gold rust. Now, I say, that's a slim shiny. Now, Madame for Gilbert or NDC. I don't know your communication director. I'm just like I say, that's a slim shiny. Now, Gilbert is on the end of the no, you see, on a bro adwene entiase so. A bro adwene entiase so. Asem na adwene. So, one say they have jurisdiction. One they have jurisdiction, but I'm ben nabi se ben file.
Yeah.
From defense. Se ben file ben file. But you see, you look at the larger picture no. It paints a very bad image of the judiciary, of governance in this country.
I have been asking how comfortable. Does current CG or Tanasi now when he looks at how the issues are unfolding, the comments,
let me just
legal brains are making those for and those against. How does he feel?
Well, so yeah, oya santini nti da kro be weekend
me akopene busan
because it will go because I said that he's a friend.
Yeah,
and he has encouraged me a lot in life. I said that he's a friend and he has encouraged me a lot in life. But me really hope so be a wakasa chem watu mi fo washe mi kuna nasa niema we eko no ha dwene ebura dwene nenti asese. It is like in my birth, fair is foul and foul is fair. Fair is foul and foul is fair. But you know the larger picture, which American investor will come and invest? Which Canadian investor?
With what we are doing here.
Yes. It is only the Chinese and the Indians and the Asians in Nebeba. But woman buy investment now, who on website who price no adwuma buy the most of the contracts Africa no the arbitration clauses him. Because they don't have much confidence in the judiciary in Africa. They don't have much confidence in the judiciary in Africa. One more tenancy no more monitor. Let's hear what's called to say Ghana former Chief Justice. Also one more jurisdictional. How will you feel? Ebina make just say, "Shokete free from just symposium be abe no guest speaker on any pami and sapene kasa ya."
Yeah, on the panel.
On the panel, yeah.
He sent me the link and I watched through.
I watched throughout. Okay, take you baby. Okay, take you free for Ghana ha. Nanko kasa asana. Because o jaka take you free for. And never.
Because a jandam.
And never. I can't be from very jandam. Never atasa. What do I call my friend atasa?
Atasa.
What atasa nasa?
There you.
Atasa incident started from Mamponha. Boy no in bobo ata. Na ata konya ball ogu anim na se oboshe. Na ata bo fasoro. Na ata dan fo ba ko gina park na chire baby. Yeah, ata wasa. That brought the atasa issue.
Oh, from Mamponha.
Mamponha.
I see.
Atasa what ni nyina na bakose na nebedi amano.
The history behind atasa.
Yeah. Mamponha. Na tanya go ani na tabo fasoro. Atantimi ansha. Na ta me Charles Steven, me have tell us Steven. And lawyer Jamra Aport and Willie Wise. So and a KK promoter. And Fabiana Cobol and so NPP PEOPLE. Then I'll come to Aliu Mahama. I think that will be my last one.
Yes, of course.
So I think I'm making say. So one joining NPP dia. Not so politics dia. Na a sheer time dia. And the menu ni asem. Aliu Mahama pa the 13th adu ana omo ye. Hwe creme de la creme. Amanfo omkoye. Aliu Mahama, a very humble person. Aliu Mahama to say Baumia. Aliu Mahama, why would you Aliu Mahama at Dagumba? Na life to say Baumia. Ojo, Opobia Sem, ni Boomfu, on Cassentia Obi. Aliu Mahama would do virtually everything. I once went to him, na me ye case bi satem na me ye case bi o Dabudu and Danny Kissino. So now me case now invite me to Castle. Because Aliu Mahama see o time sa nti okodidi nti yankwana mena ni nyina ntana ho nidi. Na yen discuss na me see o da he mpacho pi na me kotana ho. Aliu Mahama te say Mamu Baumia. Look, very humble, down to earth, God-fearing, obedient, sincere, honest, transparent, hardworking. Come on. Who your characters to say Aliu Mahama ne Baumia? Abedi mani Ghana so. Anka wunya. You know? Na man for so come mani yefe. No, the bands organization yard pa. But if I had them all right, I'll tell the bands next time Yendia Kunyamon Copre.
The bar
Farouk Moncopre.
Mao Mehu.
One Urano.
Aja Abiba Shani.
If I have my own way, I'll tell them, look, more percent MPP nyasa kunyana mumienu. No, winter. Oh yes, because MPP nyasa problem ni be in 2008. MC, and Yakubu Malik. So in 2008, MPP lost that seat. Yet did the Santokwano Bankuan dia a seat, MPP Ubelusu. So when I'm talking about this, and so many time let me use this opportunity and country MPP MP say, Moya dear. Now, Mama, teacher, I clap for them. All again.
Especially the first timers.
They have been splendid.
Super.
They have been splendid. MPP Mpango, I better wait the ya reject Kurano. Beko baby bibi abe champion. Share Nalaremu Gambaga. Yeah. Share Yabuama Patrick. Yeah. Share Gideon Boakum. Share Sticker. Even though Menino knew camp. That was Kojo was lecturing us as if one lectures na tutorials. So brilliant. Gideon Boako. Yeah. Look, Ubeka said we've brought a galaxy of intellectuals. What? Ete something ponyo.
Person follow the debate omoya. Just go to Honorable Afenyo Mark in the Facebook page. On one kasa e post omu ewo honum. Just follow it.
As for Afenyo Mark in there, emu bi ni nse na ye wuna owo we de ye da ye beta.
Oh really?
Oh yes. MPC no tete wa mo yesa na NDC do me kwa benya. Ni onu atira kan kora o.
Akurugu.
Odisa Akurugu. Ona de kilipim ana. Elepim no. Ayeye. What your power can Mr. Speaker? Mr. Speaker? Mr. Kapiki? What? August House. As if say NDC MPC no. I say back.
It is not just that they are rattling the English.
What
they are speaking with facts. Just opposing the 2026 budget with the 2025 and their manifesto.
I'm not pray to free budget in say be a pedia. Baby, you can not pray can on the or be a pedia, What? Now, it reminds me of 1997 to 2000.
Felix Japan,
J.H. Mensa, Osafomafo, Kofi Apraku, Tanane. Kwame Nabatas Adokofo Malik Yaku Aje Nyankopano MPP 4 Fatimi beka say you wado ye don't just Kwame
Mama Shebi
mama for me what 1997 to 2000 no eno na ye hu ni nei Kofi Krando Apraku transi say ya na nwumre Kwame na Kwame Mpianim.
Yeah.
Anonson, Kwasera Nonson, talking point. No akotena ho. Obu budget trim tokoro say, "Yee! MPP dia no kurani, na so amusubare nye. Moya no one man one vote, anka mo nko opposition. Moya no one man one vote, anka mo nko opposition. Any member of parliament in MPP now, utimi say Otimi Flexon also to comment on the budget. Contrast it with our brothers and sisters in the NDC. Now, just say, no, Orano Casa, Dr. Bomuya, economic Maguano, maintaining Cohen.
So, order number.
Say, you're better, no, you're better economic Tiago Silva. You're better, don't go economic Tiago Silva. I don't go refer to Dr. Bomuya as Maguire. Satana Maguire from the lease in a buy. And then your best friend, Tiago Silva, Obo Real Madrid and I am Mereno, no about Chelsea. Oba Chelsea, we says Oko, also 4 minutes, so say Pamela Simbra. I am saying that so don't go, that's what Genesis of Dr. Baumia as economic bagua. Monsieur
Is my guardian and go.
Oh, so your friend of
I had the amount you boys what they are from go.
Don't go at Yogo Silva. Or Beko Fuminis, or Beko Pamaras, or Beko retirement. I don't go Beko Fuminisi, or Beko Santos, or Beko Pamaras, or Co. Thiago Silva is not playing in Brazil. Thiago Silva is not playing in Brazil. And Nyankoponu Bua 2028, I don't go Beko Brazil or Beko Kobohu matches. And I don't go so Ottawa, no, just send your partner. I said, Cramentes or Casabiu. Nebuafana.
Tell you, my fino.
I had a banyade. Wanyade. Ola banyade. Ah, over a shamanim. Ola, I don't go by the banyade Benfino.
Bank of Ghana, a year of the country.
I don't go. And you're not for economic Maguire. Now they said the only economic tier goes over. Lewandowski now retire into Minkas or Thiago Silva. That's all called Brazil. Look at that. Number 3, yeah. One more say to say. Once in Barcelona or a Brazilian year, oh yeah, the skills supply. Ronaldinho. It is MPP minority for no. We have to be Sama Kosha baby, Mr. Bibi Saze, Dana, Namsi, and Yahe. No, my Cairo Nadino. Mr. Moya superb. Moya superb. And the MPP MPC, Moya dear pa, Mama, Yanya, near free channel. Akai from 7th January 1997 to December 7 December 2000. China any judgments and the able. Them my tutorials in economics. I think you're making a cassava do by the crabons and the Mushi can never attacking. I had a guy catch us. Oh, we are the announced chia. That's Ramity. That's Ramity. And that they have put a splendid performance. Woman in Nara. Now I don't know ya. I'm afraid I'm macro minority in the Kana. Bongo ideas. Well, how does it? Bongo ideas, let me follow. Well, give me to say, Auroya is everywhere, NDC Nibi. Auroya is everywhere. Because you're Bongo idea, because the citizens touch mine. I made you not can cry. Into me canning a bachelor, no, I'm a canning. Mentesa, Bongo ideas. I cannot really saccodiano. And Auroya is everywhere. And I said, what will be the moon? Such a dimensions about macro mano. I think that they themselves are feeling the pinch.
Oh, of course.
I believe that Oposu Kwachis and the rest. I believe that President Mahama himself is worried. President Mahama himself is worried. You want peace, because you just rely on the numerical strength. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, Mama President Pejamunsa. I can even predict to say, we move break bills and crab our moon canning. No, why do make a benyon? No, but I could be now honestly a pussy guy.
Yeah, pussy guy.
I say at the Ranchen Bia in your manager. I say if you assemble all presidents in the world. Now, presidents in the world MP, who Kasat is a president in your hand, United Nations creating assemble all presidents. And this is a member of parliament, August body. We call her honorable. What? MPP for no, MP Simona Mamma Coco, and yes, chest out. Now, my idea. Sometimes I look at people.
Now, could do in the presentation? You could see speaker not say like.
Could I do?
Because you could do. You could see the speaker was so much in tune. Just like one man, all the attention.
Oh, Nyakura. Uncle, or you call Bacako can cry. Print Mamma and Kokane. I guess I'm Kito. A dear NDC for who fell, bed the back of fell. Can you team be near Frano? Acotes, would I never more?
Acotes, yeah, no,
and I do my boys of GTP swear. Acotes need you must boys of GTP. But Tibo Bonus, in fact, do my boys of GTP and Acotes. What about me and Bobay said, It's like Barcelona. No, I'm born to say Barcelona. Or met me a bob 6 or 7 minutes. No opponent to none can ball. We con with the Maui. We con with the Maui. Sata no, Quasijumo Aquates. Sian Aquates. Quasijumo Aquates. Sian Aquates. Ay, Nanya Tim Kitua. And people for the Diban Grossa Kayati to say if you can't watch a ball so. So to say if you try ball so.
I saw the China one.
Na Bakuno play away the one who died in 1963. I think 13th March 1963 was perfect. Or no, I'm the commercial park. Not no.
Is it the Gumuru?
Baba Yara died at the age of 33. Baba Yara team. Well, or drop me. I don't know. Well, Mama NDC MPC no. I just say, bah. Hey, near Quanico up to 2028 too. But bravo, they've done well. But Mamma, quite your pon comedian, Mitia. See, I'm on for a young woman. I'm on for a woman. Now don't pray no kindness or much challenge or see be a page say of this.
Yeah. They refer them to their manifesto and then the 2025 budget. At the buy.
What now with this MPC? Now when Baumia as the president of the country. Now it looks like complacency can be because I complacency. I had done an MPP more parliamentar. Na yen na se dia mobile opposition royal everywhere ne bongo ideas ne the citizen from super macro man se gramintant is on refer wo mutu super macro no bongo ideas ne royal everywhere ne boy ba ku bi so boy ba ku bi e Kevin Taylor bae no ono no na ono ne gina ho twa picture bi wa wu sa boy no me wura fi ni din ai first no amoka macro they say there's a bank macro minority no and in all honesty me get President Mahama or cabinet meeting and so catch him microphone say am I don't President Mahama don't say I don't. But I think that the MPP, this is a wake up call. Make sure you present Baumia what you say, then make sure it should be one man, one vote. Martin Akosa,
yeah, 70, I think some 71 days or 70.
Your party headquarters, Honeme catch on some one man, one vote. Martin Agekosa, a year then your party headquarters on maybe a dechi obena office ye bueni.
In the office?
Yes, at the MPP headquarters, Asalam down. Sataman Tokwaba
as the director of elections.
Yeah. So Tokwaba no.
Obani a blue officer.
Na jono mabuani. So yan na yan ye pushi come na Japan na foku out no. Na wa mata gata so de on se me de me tra ne yetro. Martin Tarata ba na ya bu no office. Ne ni ti ye nse ne documents me ni ma bebre no na won ho ofie. So Martin, director of elections, only women one man, one vote. Obia register 20 cities. And yes, I na brochure for ever for loop rabetoaba. And yes, I na a project 20. Bia or Tiabronya for Tricosi, Timami and Co. Eteha Gosan Foko Krum, Hele, Chance and Coco, Bia Betubi. But to be some people are fast we should select the parliamentary candidates. I can assure you they will win 2028 because no I am hugely disappointed in the NDC. Why? Say NDC presidential staff secretary are about 65%.
Yeah,
67%. Now Abana Jumayini doctor, nurse, teacher say 9%. Why?
So more woman pay.
Oh, there be no woman pay. Muka Sadia Moti. Because you see, they felt, all of us felt, they felt say, NDC bar, Niamabako anymore. They felt. So you don't blame teacher, you don't blame nurse, you don't blame 67% for presidential staffer. But the arrangements regional secretary be or a presidential staffer. Regional secretary be a presidential staffer. 67.
The regional organizers.
The regional organizers. 67%. MCs, DCs, a free 5,000, echo 35,000. 35,000. From 5,000. 5,350 million MC. Doctor no or no running hospital, nurse no also nyaseng. That is the NDC for you. Because one, I felt sir, mama NDC said they can also salvage the economy of this country. And all of us men no one will be so you bring home for so. Well, now your company no Abronya investment company.
Abronya investment company.
0243 22 55 92. Abronya investment company.
Abronya investment company.
Opasasiaton, Opefiaton. Ope, I mean, BBI, Okope Yira Ware, the Iron Kahumbi. Ah, Okope Yira Ware, Okope Kuna Ware.
No people say Mubuano Jana, it is way.
No. I think the Opeso Jaira, you go to Yabamount legal firm no be handle that issue. No, so what you see? Yabamount legal firm. But on the whole, I think that the NPP has done well. And one more but in all honesty, in all sincerity, the MPC no, ama yanimu abanyam. Ama ya say yes. We have every right to wear the oak mantle because the oak.
All right, so Utiena no Obiri Boahen, somebody to Ibra. Sometimes I begin to ask myself, Yene Ukruma in a last election 2024. Yankasa Yankrofo will be blogger CB, a far camera, echo abosokan, echo dansuma market, KGTia. Now Omuko bisa the price of goods and services, including enema mo exportable, ebano, sa car pass, any other engine no sa nema na. And people were saying say na enema because of said dollar no na cost no na ama nema buako soro, and exporters were receiving a lot of taxes no mu kura ntimi nyeden omuntimi ntua na nkampese omwetimi pay for the actual goods no more akra for no. But only Mume na indi no kwama ya ho. I am not MPP person, neither NDC. I am just activist. Say the munim no. Political analyst. I mean the biame me kama adwin. So me mo bi nka say because of say and because of say intimege. But sometimes mume indi no kware from the past 10 months since the inception of this government, NDC, we can see say the dollar has been stabilized within 10 to 12. Even for the past 2 months, the yanko 11. Okay, and do a china me follow you and me who say 11. Apart from that, we have been experiencing the flat rate of the dollar, which is 10 cedis. And in a boama and kofo more exporting nyama or more importing nyama, they get their way. Ebuama omu yedin omu so etimi retrieve omu way. So oye na no Obiri Boahen. Now you know the party very well. Now baby a wordry also won't kind of correct. And you always come on TV because you're on Chamawun to me, radio, TV. So you won't speak the fact. Sometimes I am maybe say, these people, do they want to go to heaven? if only heaven is there. Because me tina no Obiri Boahen sometimes I am ota kotu Roman maybe a Catholic ota kotu ye the way I see ye near sifa our way of worshiping no I am ota koti So it tells you say na no Obiri Boahen no ankasa waka or Roman Catholic. So we Christian na say enema nko yie those days na say na ekɔ yie before you want to applaud this government you want to bash the what the current government say oh omokra no emre bi atwam ombetina so ananim. You see, if you begin to do that, then you are showing a high level of hypocrisy. Ebasana man nkofo e suspecto ebasana amount nkofo ka say this man, he is a tribal bigot and he only thinks about his party. He doesn't think about Ghana at large. What you say? And sometimes ayana ayana why you don't understand. Say then and painful growing up me nipa na minim nipa boni din Stephen Ayinsunti I ne wa resign ne yiri edikrata ba montin so oye NPP national chairman I ne ye edikrata ba montin so beka say because of bibi one or two things in omo amana step it down up to now onyama montin so beka say oh ne me yiri ne me ba beka no fallacy no kwara na no kwara. So silence means what? Concern. And the other one too, na no Obiri Boahen. Na me tie lawyer na no Obiri Boahen, lawyer na no Obiri Boahen. But then me ya ko say sa title any say dibia no, any sa kind of respect na for the woman no because of how they were doing their politics those days, And then totally everything has changed. And you can see say they after money and me ya see nipa when you do free so you are getting close to your nature. Ede na ebesi a ebema wani bebri sika na ebe wi echi no say heaven do honoma you missed out. Why don't you speak the truth out? Why don't you call a spade a spade? So sometimes ayana mentiasi. I know someone more no. You have your own thoughts. You have your own. You can just put it in the comment section na. Ya eden ya toa enkomodidi ni eso nti ma memfa unsi meso so be like na wa share na wa subscribe to the channel for the latest update. Hanom remains your number one authentic platform Mega TV. Nyankopon show bibia makra bye bye.